Lost from light, Lord of the Shadows, the Devil of Antarctica, or people call him Sunless. In today's video, after analyzing Sunless's journey in Shadow Slave, or one could say a journey of self-improvement, after taking the best lessons in his journey, I will now share them to you so you can also learn from it and become better. So let's begin with number 1, Relentless Focus. Prioritize your survival and ascension. Sunless lives by a code where every action is a calculated step toward his ultimate survival and supremacy. His life in the outskirts, constantly threatened by danger, has honed his ability to make every move count towards his personal advancement. His relentless pursuit of power is not just a preference, it's a necessity. So how can you practice this? First is goal orientation. Begin each day by defining a clear, tangible objective that will bring you closer to your overarching goals. This could be acquiring a new skill, overcoming a personal limitation, or advancing a strategic plan. Then is purposeful actions. Evaluate your daily activities. If an action doesn't directly contribute to your goal, like scrolling or maybe even watching this video, it's a distraction. Learn to say no to anything that doesn't serve your purpose. Strategic planning. Like Sunless, use foresight in your decisions. Constantly critically think out the box. Anticipate potential challenges and prepare contingencies. Every decision should be a building block for future success. For example, in the first nightmare, Sunless put poison in his comrades' water before they even turned on him. He was using foresight in his decisions. Number 2, detachment from everything. Embrace isolation for power. For Sunless, detachment is not merely a trait, but a strategy. By detaching himself from relationships, emotions, and past identities, he remains unencumbered by the usual social constraints that might hinder his progress. This allows him to make rootless decisions that others might hesitate to make due to emotional or moral reasons. But obviously in Shadow Slave, without Nephis and his cold heart, he wouldn't be able to challenge nightmares, etc. So what I'm saying is that you need to have the ability to thrive independently like Sunless does. So the key principle here is that emotional independence is crucial and attachments can be exploited. So how you can practice this is rational decision making. Train yourself to assess situation from a utilitarian standpoint. Does maintaining a relationship or possession benefit your strategic goals? If not, be ready to let go, just like how Sunny does. Emotional control. Cultivate an inner strength that prevents emotions from overshadowing your decisions. This can be achieved through practices like meditation, journaling, or therapy, which can help understand and control emotional responses. And next is reinvention. Regularly reinvent yourself and your strategies as Sunny does when he adopts new avatars or personas. This prevents him from being predictable and allows strategic advantages over those who can't adapt quickly. Number 3, rootlessness. Cultivate a moral flexibility for survival. Sunless's morality is adaptive, sculpted by his experiences and the harsh reality of his world. He views traditional morals as a potential trap or tools wielded by others to enforce conformities and obedience. His philosophy is centered around the belief that moral constraints are those who lack will to seize power. Key principle: morality is a variable, not a constant, adapted to fix your goal. So like for example, in the Antarctica arc, Sunless saved thousands and millions of people and put his life at risk. But in the first nightmare or like constantly throughout the series, he'd be quick to turn on a comrade or just kill someone. So there's a lot more nuance to what I'm saying, but of course I hope you guys understand this. How to practice this. Personal code. Like Sunny, develop a personal code that prioritizes your objectives over societal expectations. This code should be flexible, allowing you to navigate through gray areas where traditional morals might see a barrier. Utilitarian ethics. Embrace a form of utilitarianism where the ends often justify the means. If a course of actions propel you towards your goal, it's justified within your moral framework. And lastly, situational dominance. Always aim to control the narrative. Like Sunless, manipulate situations to your advantage by understanding and exploiting the moral expectations of others but not being bound by them yourself. But at the same time, there's been a lot of times where Sunny has been at the other end of that spectrum, being manipulated by his own moral expectations by others. Number 4, extreme perseverance. From every step back, forge your path. Sunless' journey is punctuated by numerous setbacks, each potentially devastating, yet each setback is a lesson and opportunity to refine his strategies and fortify his resolves. His life is a testament to the power of perseverance, transforming potential defeats into stepping stones for greater achievements. The key principle is that failure is merely a feedback. Use it to grow stronger, or pretty much whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that's pretty true throughout the whole series, because he gets stronger and stronger and stronger. But I guess he has died like a couple times, so, but I guess that even made him even stronger as well. How to practice this. Resilience training. Develop your resilience by continuously putting yourself in challenging situations. Learn from each experience, especially the failures, and use these lessons to build a more robust approach to future challenges. Next is continuous learning. Sunless evolution is propelled by his willingness to learn from his environment and adversaries. Cultivate a mindset for continuous improvement and always be learning and always be adapting. Lastly is relentless drive. Maintain a relentless drive towards your goal like Sunless. View each obstacle as a test of your will and chance to demonstrate your capabilities to overcome. To walk in the shadows like Sunless, you need a personal code that drives every decision you make. So lastly, let's go over these personal code. So one is personal ascendance over everything. Each decision you make, every action you take, must propel you towards a greater version of yourself. Next is reject conformity and constraint. Do not be confined by the rules that bind others. You are your own master. Power and strength as a virtue. Seek strength in all its form, physical, mental, and strategic. Without strength, you are vulnerable. Survive and thrive at any cost. Survival is not enough. Thrive amidst adversity. Be willing to do whatever it takes and whenever it's necessary. Emulating Seni is not for the faint heart. It demands a radical shift in perspective and behavior, a commitment to self-mastery, and a life lived on the edge of conventional morality. But for those who succeed, the rewards are immeasurable. True freedom and the power to shape your destiny. Well, I guess that true freedom is also kind of ironic. Thank you guys for watching, and peace on the street.